Hey, 28-day challengers. Hey, this is Julie. I'm basically just waking up and getting going, so I probably don't look that great right now, but I wanted to shoot a quick video for you guys. Whoops. Okay, in case you missed the meeting, because we'll probably have a couple other people adding in this week. Let me just tell you a couple things. Number one, I'm going to post a picture of the meeting notes that, the kickoff meeting that we did on Sunday. So if you were there, great. That's how I got your measurements and all that. So if you weren't there, I'll be glad to get your measurements either before or after class. Just a little tougher to do sometimes, but we will work on that for anybody I missed yesterday. Well, I'll get them tomorrow. Like I'm not at class today. Hey Jennifer, I won't be at class tonight, but I'll be there tomorrow. So like Jennifer's one of the ones I will work on getting her measurements tomorrow before class. So I've got a couple people that I need to help just get you squared away and ready to kick off this first 28 days. And then like I said, I'm going to post the picture of our meeting notes. I'm just going to go over some things really quickly. Definitely, Jennifer, about what we went over Sunday. So it's okay if you missed, no big deal. I will have another kickoff meeting on Saturday, but you'll start to see other people adding into the group. And so anybody I missed, if you want to come to the meeting on Saturday, you can. But this would be a good way to catch up on it and hopefully a shorter version of it, okay? All right, so we have a system that's helped a lot of people. When I say we, it's really me. Okay, I don't have a business partner anymore. It's me. I'm the trainer and owner of FIT Bootcamp, and so I'm so glad to have you guys in the program and look forward to helping you the next 28 days. I know that what we have in place is going to help you, so as long as you go all out and you just buy into the system and just hit the ground running, just follow my coaching tips, you're going to do well, okay? And different people are going to get different results. That's what I'm finding after working with hundreds of women is that, weird things happen sometimes, but what I'm going to tell you to do in the next few minutes is going to give you the best chance of success. And if something doesn't work after 4 to 6 weeks, I know some people are only here for 4 weeks, but hopefully you will consider continuing with us. If something's not working after 6 weeks, maybe even 8 weeks, that's a loose definition as to whether it's working or not, okay? Because sometimes it just doesn't work as fast as we want it, right? It's working, but it's not working as fast. But if that were the case, then I have got some great suggestions for you of some new things that I'm studying that I think are gonna help our women. But we're gonna start with the basics, okay? So I want you to be able, you probably, remember me texting you and asking if you could make 3 bootcamp classes a week. So number 1 on the list with our outline, you'll see bootcamp 3 classes a week. And so, put that in your schedule, adopt a no excuses attitude. Make sure you make those 3 classes. It doesn't matter which ones. You can come to more than 3, but I wouldn't suggest more than 4. So we did talk about that in the meeting, that if Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday is an optimal schedule, but it could be Monday, Tuesday, but you need that break on the 3rd day, okay? Your body needs the rest actually to repair and actually to build muscle if you're looking to create muscle tone. So 3 to 4 bootcamp classes a week, that's a start. You now know, or most of you know, that the classes are 45 minutes long with a quick 5-minute stretch, 5-minute demo of what we're doing, and the workout itself is 30 minutes, usually right around there, okay? So it's not going to take you all day. And so if you're going to get out of this program what you put into it. So what I told people in our initial meeting is that, from day 1, hit the ground running while you're really, really motivated. Because if you're like me at all, I'm sure that you've probably either bought something. Hey, Erica, you either bought something online like me. I buy courses, business courses, and fitness courses, and nutrition, and all this stuff. But if I don't start it from the time that I buy it, then I lose my motivation. Like this thing could be sitting in my $500 program could be sitting in my email box as a digital product that I don't use. So one of my biggest suggestions is while you're motivated, jump in with both feet. Get started, get running with some of these suggestions, and don't stop. So I know I talked to Erica a little bit, but she missed some of this on Sunday. So glad to have you, Erica. But get those boot camp classes scheduled on your calendar, and you have the flexibility. If you miss one class, come to another class. You can come to any days, any times, and you can swap that every week. You just got to make it 2-3 classes a week, and you can come to more. Okay, so that's the first part of the outline that thanks, Erica. You guys are awesome. You're going to have such a good 28 days. I'm so excited for you because I know how it feels to be excited about something, and I want to help you get a great start. So part 1 on the outline that that we went over on Sunday is just getting to boot camp 3 times a week. Boot camp is a format that is structured to help you lose fat and tone up. And so there's nothing that can replace boot camp. Sure, another strength training program could. Ours is designed, it's all in the details, it's designed in a particular way. I've got a lot more experience than most people that you'll meet in this field. Ours is designed to help you lose fat, and there's a certain way to do that. So even just strength training, I know you guys probably aren't the type that would want to be in the middle of that gym there, but strength training does certain things, but the way that we move you around and then add a strength training exercise, and then you're moving around again, and then you're doing another strength training exercise, that maximizes your calorie burn, and it helps you lose fat faster, okay? Excuse I'm just looking terrible here, but hey, no makeup, no nothing, right? I don't wear makeup at boot camp either, but I just wanted to get on here really quickly. I knew a couple people could watch. All right, second part, one of the most important things you can do is really check out this meal plan and do it. Like, I know we're only in our second day here, so it might take you a little time to prepare and learn about it, but check out that 21-day detox. I do actually recommend doing it for 6 weeks instead of 3 weeks, because I told them in the meeting, there's no way that I'm just assuming if you're like me, that your habits are going to be changed in 3 weeks. It does take a minimum of 3 weeks to change your habits. And for me, like the sugar cravings and all of that you have when you're doing the detox, is just not going in 3 weeks. So on me and my daughter's program that we had to do, 6 weeks later, a lot of I was so much better off than 3 weeks. And like I told the ladies on Sunday, I lost 10 pounds 3 years ago. I've learned about this for 3 years now. I lost 10 pounds in 5 weeks. That's a lot for a smaller person. I really got really toned. I'm not as toned right now, but I'm working on it. I'm trying a new diet right now. Okay, so the eating, here's the cool thing about the eating. If you follow the meal plan, you don't necessarily have to you wouldn't have to log your foods, because you're eating healthy, you're eating good foods, you're eating protein and produce, and you're drinking water in between, okay? So it's a really simple format. We use good fats, and it's actually a higher fat, lower carb type of plan. And you don't have to kill yourself, to exercise. So, I know we work out hard, and it's a tough workout, but I've seen so many ladies in our program that didn't follow the detox, and they're exercising like 2 hours a day sometimes, and we call it the cardio confessional, is that you eat a piece of chocolate cake, and then you go get on the treadmill for for like an hour. It just doesn't work that way. It doesn't work. So you're better off doing the detox and just going on some walks and doing some easy cardio on days that you're not at boot camp, and just 30 minutes of boot camp, and it'll actually work really well. You won't believe it. And so the detox is your absolute best chance at having the best results that you can get in a short amount of time. You'll see a lot of weight loss in your first week, but we know that some of that is water weight. But just think of it as when that slows down, then you're just chipping into your fat stores after that. So this diet puts you in fat burning mode. It literally does put you in fat burning mode, where your body is burning fat and not sugars. Now, when we have too many carbs, your body's forced to just burn off the carbs and sugars that are in your bloodstream, okay? So That's why I want you for your homework. You got to look over the detox. Don't print it all out. If you want to print something out, print out the level 1 grocery list and the what to eat, what not to eat page. Okay, and you can look through it. That's kind of in the middle of the manual. The first part is just explanation on why it's good for you, so you can kind of skip through that, and then look at the other part of the homework. Is I can answer that, Erica. Other part of the homework is looking at the webinar, okay? And so Erica just asked, how many calories should we be getting? Okay, they're starting to say that this calories in, calories out theory doesn't work. I talked about that a little bit at the meeting, and that kind of blows my mind, so I'm not so sure I'm sold on that. But, okay, it's going to be different for each person. But if you really wanted like a target of how many calories to shoot for, one thing they tell you is that you could multiply your weight, your current weight, put a 0 on it, basically. Multiply it by 10. So let's say like right now I'm like 125. I know I don't look like that. 125. That would mean I could eat 1,250 calories without exercising. If you're a 200-pound person, that means you can eat 2,000 calories. But that's not the best way to calculate it because that's your current weight. So what you might want to look at is what you want your weight to be. And say you want it to be 160 pounds, then multiply that by 10. That's 1,600 calories. The cool thing about the detox is that you're not going to really have to count calories. But the thing with MyFitnessPal, I do recommend using it because there's going to be there's a couple good reasons for you to use it. It's very educational, and it'll show you how many calories you're at, and it'll show me if something, that's the second reason, if something goes wrong and you're doing this and you're not getting results, then I won't see what you eat on a day-to-day basis, but then you can show it to me and I can troubleshoot if something's not going well. So we can't change anything that we don't have recorded. And so that's your fallback if you record everything on the detox. Because like I said, when you do the detox, you really don't need to count calories because the foods you're eating are low in sugar and just good for your body. And your body is going to literally detox, and you're going to drop fat really quickly. And there might be a couple days where you don't feel that good. There is a literal detox that occurs, okay? Thanks, Erica. So that's something to keep in mind. And I do talk a little bit more about that on the webinar. So let's just eat your proteins, produce, and good fats. So that means you can cook your meat in a good fat like coconut oil, olive oil, or ghee. We use ghee for vegetables. Ghee is buttery without the dairy in the butter, okay? We love ghee at my house. It's like movie popcorn butter without the bad stuff in it, okay? You use it to roast your vegetables, and it can make vegetables very tasty. So we roast a lot of vegetables on a cookie sheet in the oven between me and my daughter. So with the detox, let me know if you have other questions about it, but you may want to watch the webinar first. But it will allow you to get really, really good results and not to have to exercise and feel like that's all you're doing. So the diet is hugely important. It can be life-changing. I'm telling you, it has changed so many people's lives that I have been involved with. It changed my life, changed my daughter's life who has GI issues, okay? And I'm just grateful that I learned it just because, for my clients' sake too. So you got your detox, you got your boot camp 3 times a week. Wouldn't do boot camp more than 4 times a week because you're breaking your muscles down when you do boot camp. And you actually need to build them back up, to prevent injury. They need rest. They need to recover. So on the days you're not at boot camp, you do your cardio. And that can be anywhere from 10, 15 minutes to 45 would be your max. And I'm really getting to where I'm just recommending just a good walk, okay? Because, I really think the more women I've dealt with is that we're all so stressed and just over committed, right? Like we have so many things that we have to deal with that a walk does more than just burn calories. We have to do anything we can to burn, to de-stress. And that's kind of the position I'm in right now as a business owner and a single mom. My body's not working right now, as far as weight loss at least. It worked really well the first time on the detox. Now it's not working quite so well. But it's because of stress, okay? And we know stress causes issues. So a walk does more than just burning calories. And so if you can get on a walk, you can do any type of cardio. I mean, you could get on the elliptical at Club Fitness. You do have access to the equipment there while you're in our program. You can go on a day when you're not at boot camp. But if you do that, let me know, because I really need to get you a key fob, which I'll be working on soon. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to do that today or not. It's not like hugely important right now. So we got that, and that's 3. That's the 3 things most trainers, I don't know if they go in as much detail as I do, but that's what they tell you to do. And then there's one other one I'll talk about, but I want to make sure you know what homework to do. So inside this 28-day challenge group, you have the detox webinar, you got the detox manual, so just scroll down to find it. And then you have the grocery store tour, and that's good too. I've watched it a couple times just to remember what the content was. And the grocery store tour, is great, and it's also geared around the detox, okay? Other homework is to get your before pictures from the front, side, and back. Friend me on my Fitness Pal. So that means you need to add me as a friend. And if you have any trouble with that, ask me tomorrow. It's pretty easy, but if you're not familiar with it, there's some things that'll be tricky. And so I'm going to add some things here or there on the group that I think will help you, like how to do intervals, how to do your cardio, and just some, and I'll try to, keep you motivated each day. And we love it. People love it in this group. You guys are going to get to know each other really well. They love it when you, post pictures of your food that you made that was really good, because I know there's good recipes on the detox. I'm not as familiar actually with the spring recipes. I don't even know if I've looked at the spring recipes, because when we started, we did the fall recipes and they were awesome. But if you make something that's really tasty, take a picture of it and post it inside this group. So if you're not familiar with Facebook, what you want to do is you want to get inside this group, and you see that banner. I'm looking at it right now. The banner with the purple thing says, "Whatever you do, don't give up." Once you're inside of that, that's when you hit, post the picture. And so then it's only in our private group, or anything else personal like that. You make sure you get in the private group before you post something. So that's kind of how that works. And people love that stuff. But, also the more you guys participate on the group, the more everybody's going to get on it. Feel free to ask questions. Make sure you have my number in your phone. That's one of the things we did on Sunday. Get that lined up. Most of you do. And just program it in. And then you can shoot me text if you have questions also. If it's like a more pressing issue, I always have my phone with me. And sometimes somebody can ask a question on Facebook here in the group, and somebody else will get to it before I do. And in that case, that would be awesome if you know the answer. Like they might even just want to know what time is class tonight. And class is at 6 p.m. tonight. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, it's a different time than Monday, Wednesday, Friday, okay? Tatiana will be there tonight. If you ever tried Tuesday, Thursday class, people love her workouts. And so that adds good variety for us. And she is a very sweet girl. You'll like her a lot. So just let me know if you have any other questions. I tried to do the short version. There's always so much I could talk about. Somebody, I think it was Jennifer, had asked me about how much water, and I answered on Facebook. But you basically want to half your weight and drink that in ounces. So it could be 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 ounces in water. And that's one of the harder things to work on, okay? But it'll get your body to, especially when you do the detox, you really need water, because you got to rinse out the toxins that are going to be dumped out into your bloodstream, okay? That's going to be important. Don't be afraid of the fat, okay? If you want to use butter on the detox, I think butter is okay, but I get Kerrygold butter. It's at Target, back in the back right corner, actually in the it's like a cookie section, but it's Kerrygold butter, and it's in sticks, and it's grass-fed, butter from grass-fed cows. So lot better. It is the tiniest bit of dairy, but you're just not going to use it that much for it to matter. Just any other questions about the detox, let me know. Look at the webinar, look at the grocery store tour, and then let's get that done first and take it from there. All right, let me know if you have any other questions. Try to keep it really simple today. Go out and move around some today. Have a great day. And the more you move around, the less stiff you're going to get. And, of course, you're going to be really sore tomorrow, or some people will be. That is very typical and very normal. And even if you feel like flu-like tomorrow and you're really sore and you don't feel like you should work out, the best thing would be to come and just do a run-through with us at boot camp tomorrow. and just do it easy and move and try to go through all those ranges of motions like the squats and all that stuff. That will help you loosen up. And just a word of warning for people that think they're too sore to work out. If you do not move around and you don't come to boot camp on Wednesday, you will be sore till Friday. So it's either sore till Wednesday or sore till Friday. It's really, that's the way it is. I've seen it 1,000 times, okay? So thanks for joining me. I will see you girls. Looking forward to working with you again tomorrow. Bye.